Howdy, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Music Trivia. Tonight's trivia is going to be songs with when in the title. That's right, songs with when, as in, when will I see you again? All right, so, we usually just wait for people to stroll on in, and then we'll get started here in a little bit. Hope everyone's having a great week. Um, Mine uh, has lacked proper sleep. Thanks for the hearts. Thank you for the hearts. Mine has lacked proper sleep, and um, not only am I, hey Mark, how you doing? How you doing there, bud? I'm stuffed. The other thing is, I had to go to the doctor today. Well, I had a doctor appointment, but after that, then I went to urgent care because why? I felt like such a fool. Like I got a boo boo. No, but you know how you get this little nail like particles? I guess that was it. And I must have been like, I know I was irritating it for a couple days, whatever. And then the next thing you know, it's infected. It's all swollen. It's throbbing in the middle of the night in pain. So got that taken care of. So I'm on antibiotics. That should be fun in itself. And what else is going on? Still working on my monetization stuff. The business stuff, the paperwork, the cred that has to be done. And then we'll see. So what's new with you, Mark? I like your new song that you put out. That was really nice. I hope I didn't offend you when I said something about your voice. It is sounding really nice now. I think you have greater range. It's not as crackly like mine. I can't even talk without mine having crackle to it. What do they call it? Vocal flair or something like that. I don't know. It's okay, Mark. It's okay. At least I got bad, but she said like it is more common than you would think for people to come in with one of these. And she said the feet are really bad, especially with people with diabetes, because you don't want that. But yeah. And even though I don't try to cut my nails too short for that reason, I don't know. But I don't like them long either. I like them kind of just above the skin kind of thing is how I do it. And I don't know who's here. Honor, if you're here, I may embarrass you. Sorry, y'all. So I got a sweet card from Honor. He's so thoughtful. Says, just thought it might cheer you to know that someone's been thinking about you and wishing you brighter, better tomorrows. Honor. And then he left a really sweet personal message. Honor's a sweetheart. He is a sweetheart. So I always like to hear from Honor. He's in my collection of cards from, and I think we have. Oh, I think that was an anniversary card here. Good. I don't have to shop for one this year. Isn't that terrible? Isn't that terrible? But Hunter's card will go in a place of distinction with cards from Chris and cards from I love Chris got me this card one year. I love this. Ah, oh gosh. That's what happens when you've been married 30 years. What are you doing, Chris?
I emptied the trash bin. I gotta take the trash out.
Oh, thanks. Appreciate it. You didn't shut the door there. I forgot to.
Sure.
Sorry. Do you remember getting me that card?
Which card?
Listen for anniversary. We have time, so while we're waiting on people to roll in.
It was. I can do the. I have to do the arithmetic. 25th anniversary. So.
Oh yeah, 25th anniversary.
Yeah.
That's 3 years ago. Yeah.
Yeah. Had
Like here's one from
had to use my
Bimbo.
fingers to count it.
Like Bimbo. Bimbo is never at a loss for words. She said, "You've been ready for Halloween since last Halloween." Hey, look. I should put that with the Bon Jovi.
Oh yeah.
You've been ready for Halloween since last Halloween.
There you go. Maybe you can
Since
go. Well, I don't know how you make a wedge on the side there. But.
I'm thinking about doing something with my cards.
Okay.
Something special. Something special. I like special. Thanks, and
You're welcome.
see you tomorrow night.
I'm going to bed early.
Oh, here's one from Miss Hopkins. It was must have been 4th of July. Temporary tattoos. Temporary tattoos, and I still have them. I think she knows that I don't have tattoos at all. So, all right. So, let's get started. I am going to put a sweater on because I have a heater on, but this room is terribly cold. I was saying earlier that, can you believe Georgia is going to get down to like minus 11, y'all. I mean, it's going to be down to -1 the day before, but how long have I lived here? 40 some years. I don't know that I ever remember it being that cold. Ever. I'm freezing, Chris. How are you doing? You're probably going to get snow this weekend, are you? Because we're probably going to get pounded. Coldest temperature ever in Atlanta was -9, so we're going to break that record probably. Near by Marietta in 85 did get down to -10. So, yeah, looks like we'll be breaking a record for cold. Yeah, Chris, here it's going to be, I think, get down to -1 Monday and -11 Tuesday. That's what the plan. But it's supposed to be rainy all weekend, so we're going to have to be out in the rain, getting everything protected, probably. We'll see. We'll see. All right. Are we ready to play? Are we ready to rumba? Have another great gift for tonight. So that'll be fun. I'm all ready. Tonight we had the what did we have? Panda Express. I think that's the third time I've ever been to them in my life. It's actually pretty good. I just got a bowl, so it wasn't too calorically dense. High in sodium, but I don't know. Just enough calories. All right, let's get going. Here we are. When in the title. Songs with when in the title. Here we go with number 1. This soulful ballad sung by Percy Sledge was a hit for him in 1966. Bette Midler in 1980 and Michael Bolton in 1991. What is that song? What is that song? Again, number 1, this soulful ballad sung by Percy Sledge was a hit for him in 1969. Bette Midler in 1980 and Michael Bolton in 1991. Name that song. Dun, 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 dun. All right. Can y'all hear that heater turn on? Hopefully it's not too loud. It is registering on my meter. Okay, the answer to number 1, this soulful ballad sung by Percy Sledge was a hit for him in 1966, Bette Midler in 1980, and Michael Bolton in 1991. That would be When a Man Loves a Woman. That is such a fine song. That is such a sexy song. I mean, it's right up there with anything by Barry White. Right up there. If nothing else, Chris, I'm sure it's going to be cold, cold, cold there. We shall see. Let's see. Let's see. We have you. Oh, you're going to be down to -3, Chris. 5 a.m. Saturday, you'll have snow. High of 16, low of 9. Winter storm watch. Heavy snow possible. Oh, winter storm watch from Friday afternoon through Sunday morning. So get prepared. Get prepared. I know Chris is picking up a bunch of groceries tomorrow. We have a bunch of instant stuff. I need to check charcoal to make sure we have enough charcoal. We have enough wood in the barn, I think, if we need to. If we need it. Because we have that back barn that has wood. All right. Having wood is a good thing. So I think this storm is going to affect most of the country. So All right, question number 2. Songs with "when" in the title. Linda Ronstadt's version that became a hit was recorded in 1975 for her "Heart Like a Wheel" album. It's also on a single with "It Doesn't Matter Anymore" on the B side. What is that song? Dun, 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 dun. Question again is Linda Ronstadt's version became a hit, was recorded in 1975 for her "Heart Like a Wheel" album. It was also on a single with "It Doesn't Matter Anymore" on the B side. The answer to that, excuse me, will be "When Will I Be Loved" by Linda Ronstadt. That was like her heyday. She was a good artist. I like that she did that Spanish album as well. I hope she's doing well and is in good health. I mean, how old is Linda Ronstadt now? She is 79 years old. Wow. 79 years old. Hmm. Very interesting. All right, number 3. Mike Tramp from White Lions said he wrote "No More Presidents and All the Wars Will End" at the time when Reagan is president. And the song about his childhood. Mike Tramp from White Lions said he wrote "No More Presidents and All the Wars Will End" at the time Ronald Reagan was the president. And this song is about his childhood. It may have been the only, was that their only hit? It's so funny because I do these, like they never pop up on my radar at all, really. But then I did this week's trivia, and all of a sudden, everything in my feed is White Lion. That's how the algorithm works. Yeah, I guess number 3. Wait hit number 8 with them. And Mike Tramp is a Danish artist, but they formed in New York City. But yeah, and I guess that would have been their 1985 was their big album. But they disbanded by 1991. So the question is, Mike Tramp from White Lions said he wrote "No More Presidents and All the Wars Will End" at a time when Ronald Reagan is the president. And this song was about his childhood. And I gave the answer to that one. Would have been "When Children Cry." That's the answer to that one. Number 4. Number 4, this song did make the list. Randy Van Warmer wrote the song after his car broke down and he experienced a devastating breakup. But he wrote it 2 years before it became a hit. Name the song. Number 4, Randy Van Warmer wrote this song after his car broke down and he experienced a devastating breakup 2 years before it became a hit. Any takers? Going once, going twice? That would be Just When I Needed You Most. I mean, that's right up there with that Bryan Adams, Everything I Do for You song, right? Cheesy love ballads. Love ballads that we love to hate. No, they're good love ballads. I mean, they were hits. You can't deny they were hits. Probably overplayed is probably the biggest problem there. Number 5. All right, this song was released in 2006 by the Arctic Monkeys on the debut studio album Whatever People Say I Am, That's What I'm Not, in 2006. It's followed by the debut single I Bet You Look Good on the Dance Floor, to number 1 on the UK singles charts. And I guess Arctic Monkeys got some playtime on MTV at some time. Oh yeah. Yes, indeed. Number 5. The song was released in 2006 by the Arctic Monkeys on their debut studio album, Whatever People Say I Am, That's What I'm Not. It followed their debut single, I Bet You Look Good on the Dance Floor, to number 1 in the UK singles charts. All right. Answer to that is going to be When the Sun Goes Down. When the Sun Goes Down. Number 6. This song was one of the first songs McCartney wrote. He was about 14, probably in April or May of 56. It's on the Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club album. Again, question number 6. This was one of the first songs McCartney wrote. He was about 14, probably in April or May of 1956. It's on the Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band album. Whew, that's a mouthful. That would be the song When I'm 64. Oh, I'm going to have to play that. That's coming up right around the corner. Yeah, definitely. I don't know what I'm going to do for my 65th. I don't know. There's stuff I want to do before then. Stuff I want to do this year. I want to go to Italy this year. I want to go out west this year. So these are my goals for this year, my travel goals. We'll see what happens. Number 7, this Nat King Cole song was also used as a recurrent love theme in the 1957 film Istanbul, in which Cole sang the song on screen. The single was released in the UK in 1957. That's right. Hike with Mike. Good to see you, Mike. How's your week going? You are on the board, my sir. Was it easy going back after this short break? Or does it feel like you've been on Christmas break and having to restart everything again? I know here there's a lot of crud going around. And next week's going to be iffy for the education system here because it's going to be so cold. I'm going to guess that some schools are just going to cancel just because, oh, pardon me, just because of the temperatures being so low here. Yeah, yeah. Have you been taking your time off, Mike? So I've been getting on to my nephew about. He took zero vacation last year, and he has a very like demanding job, both physically and mentally. And I'm like, dude, you gotta take a vacation. You're gonna get burnt out. He already did it. I mean, he's burnt out, which makes it harder because you know everything kind of compounds. And then Chris this year, right? He lost his full timer. It's just him and a full timer and one part timer. And so they're looking at doing maybe a reorg because they lost one full timer on that campus, and they lost their directors retiring too. See, that's the American mentality on vacation, though. I was the same way, but I don't know. I don't know that I would have lasted in corporate had I not like forced myself to take vacations, you know? And I would just book them and they'd be out of the country. So it wasn't like, oh, we'll go to Alabama next year. No. Like, there was some money and then insurance was paid and all that stuff. So it really forced me to us to do a vacation. But then Chris every year, he did two vacations. So he did the ones I would plan, and then he would always do like a father son trip out west in April, mainly hiking and stuff. So he got a lot more vacation. I only had 2 weeks when I worked. So I think I finally worked up to 4 weeks vacation, and then I quit. I retired. Right? I know, Mike. I know the feeling. You just have a few more years. Just hang in there. Just a few more years. Right? Because you're about with Chris. I think you and Chris are about the same age. I think Chris has 2 or 3 more years after this. I don't know. If I do anything with YouTube, maybe he'll just quit his job and retire. But he's talked about going to work for another university system. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, that's about where Chris is. I mean, that's kind of like I forget what percentage he gets at that point. He can work another 10 years and make more money, but I don't know. And it's not the minimum because I think you can retire after 20 years or something crazy. 25. So I don't know. We'll see. But if he goes to work for a private university, they have pretty good investment opportunities too for retirement. Yeah, definitely, Mike. Just take those hikes. Yeah, I think it's harder now too, right? Because the sun sets so early. Because when the days are longer, you have more time to get out and go take a walk or something after work. And now it's just you get home and you hunker down. It's cold, it's dark. I mean, that's what we do up here. So I know. I know. I don't know how, I don't know, maybe the admin side. I don't know. I'm going to say it's easier. There's definitely job security in it, though. It's crazy. But I don't know how much longer is that going to last. So it's crazy, crazy, crazy times. All right. Let's go on. Number 8. This Tina Turner song is often compared to Cher's Believe, as it should, since it was produced by the same team. And the video features Tina Turner dancing on a giant T with other dancers around her on the ground. I don't know that I know this song, and I should. I like Tina Turner. I was certainly elated in her comeback in the 80s. All right, Lulu, do you have a note from your mother? Mike, she's late to class again. Uh, oh, nice. Nice. What is that? I was at the Fort White High School. That's pretty rural. From your grandma. Don't worry, Lulu. I've been busy. I've been editing, had doctor's appointment. I've been trying to sleep. I got infected finger. I had to go to ER today. I went to urgent care. I had to get antibiotics, but it's pretty bad. But she said there was no, it hurts so bad, but she said there's nowhere for her to poke it. So they can't poke it to relieve the pressure. So it just throbs. No, it's just like, one of those little, how your fingernails kind of splits on the side. That's what happened, but it went down in. And she said it happens a lot if you trim your nails too short. And it's just that little, how you get that little splinter of a nail on the side? But I guess down in there it got infected somehow. It hurts. She said she sees a lot with like toes too, which could be ridiculously dangerous for a diabetic. Here's my finger. It like doubled in size though from the swelling. Everywhere I went there, everybody's wearing masks. Like I walked in, they're like, mask up. I'm like, wow. So that's crazy. And then when I went to urgent care, I said, you seen a bit of everything? She said, everything. And then I saw where somebody was saying strep throat was spreading. And then I asked the nurse there about that. She said, in the schools. And I'm like, well, then that means it's going to be spreading in the homes. That must happen to old people. You're killing me with that. Oh my gosh. You're so bad. You are so bad. What have you been doing besides going shopping and videotaping shopping? Are you getting good views on that, Lulu? I mean, no, I'm curious. And you gotta do your shorts and stuff too. All right. Where are we? Oh, this song. This song is the last track on Pendergrass's album, Life is a Song Worth Singing. This song is the last track on Teddy Pendergrass's album, Life is a Song Worth Singing. Bum, 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 bum. Just got off my live. You had 400 views in one live. Oh my gosh. I'll probably get 20 off of this one. Thumbs up are appreciated, y'all. I know it's a slow night. I think Vinny's probably busy. I hope that's the case. I hope he's doing well. Number 9, this song is the last track on the Teddy Pendergrass album, Life is a Song Worth Singing. That would be When Someone Loves You Back. And hopefully one day Feel Good Cooking and More will know what that feels like. But until then, we can all wish for her to have someone who loves her. She's trying so hard to get friends, y'all. Oh gosh. Number 10. Oh, I guess. Did I say the answer to that? It's called, oh yeah, When Somebody Loves You. That was the joke. It was a bad joke. That's how tired I am. The infection's going to my brain. That's what it is. Number 10, When I'm Gone is on the album La Sexo Cristo. Devil Music Volume. I think I messed up. Devil. Okay. I messed up badly. Number 10, When I'm Gone is on the album La Sexo Cristo, Devil Music Volume 1. Released in 1992 by which band? By which band? I've gone duck crazy. Oh, speaking of ducks and geese, the geese that normally come over here in like March, I think they came a little early last year too. Spartan Dan always called them Cheech and Chong, but I saw them fly over coming in. I was leaving and they were coming to the house. They were doing a fly-in, but by the time I got home, they were gone. Probably because the kids got out of school, chased them off. So yeah, I don't know what's going to happen with all the geese. They're not going to like this super cold weather coming our way. Number 10, When I'm Gone, is on the album La Sexo Cristo, Devil Music Volume 1, released in 1992. By which band? It was by White Zombie. And I should have gone to see them last year, and I did not. Maybe next time. Maybe next time. Number 11, the Rolling Stones lyrics in this song from the Some Girls album deal openly with the perspective of a gay man. The Rolling Stones lyrics in this song from Some Girls album deals openly with the perspective of a gay man. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun. That would be When the Whip Comes Down. Number 11, When the Whip Comes Down by the Rolling Stones deals openly with the perspective of a gay man. Number 12, Billy Joe Armstrong wrote this after his father died in September 1982. He was 10 years old at the time. And after the funeral, he told his mother the same thing. That's so tragic. I couldn't imagine. Couldn't imagine losing my parents at a young age. Hike with Mike. Close enough. When September ends. Wake me up when September ends. But yeah. Yeah. Someone else that Susan from High Country Homestead in Australia, she just did an interview. She lost her parents when she was a teenager and had to like take over everything. She lost her father and then a few months later lost her mother. She said the neighbors taught her how to manage a household and balance in a bank account and pay a mortgage and all that stuff. It's got to be tough. No wonder she didn't think twice about having a cattle farm. I mean, yep. Just jump in and get it done. Oh, wow. Hike with Mike. That's hard. Same with Lulu. Feel good cooking and more, Mike. And the crazy thing about her family is, can I tell that story, Lulu? Your that was wild. I think you've already told it on your live, right, Lulu? Yeah. So, Mike, Lulu's family all passed away at the age of 53. Like all of her siblings, she had several siblings. Is it just you and your brother left now, Lulu? But Mike, you know what her family did to her? Like, since all of her other family died when they were 53, like 53, her family would call her up that day and say, they wouldn't say happy birthday. They'd say, the day's not over yet. You believe that? Oh, gosh. Mm-hmm. Wow. Wow. Lulu, your family was a dozen. Didn't you have a dozen kids? So I don't know. I mean, I have a couple step siblings and I have a half sibling. So I wouldn't even know, like, but it's gotta be terrifying. Yeah. But it's gotta be terrifying to like watch your siblings pass away one by one. It's gotta be hard. It's gotta be hard. Number 13, released in 1999 for the film Notting Hill, it was Ronan Keating's debut solo single, topping charts in the UK, Ireland, and New Zealand. Oh, this is the one. Well, it's still in that category. Yeah. Well, that's tough. That's tough. And our maternity system hasn't gotten much better in all these years. That's the worst thing. It's gotten worse, actually. You know, infant mortality, natal fertility. It's crazy. Crazy, crazy. Number 13, released in 1999 for the film Notting Hill. It was Ronan Keating's debut solo single, topping charts in the UK, Ireland, and New Zealand. And this is the song When You Say Nothing at All. And actually, this is a song that was compared to Bryan Adams, but really, I would say When You Say Nothing at All, Everything I Do, and Just When I Needed You Most all kind of fall within that same kind of thing, category there, in my opinion, which doesn't matter for much. So, not for much. All right, number 14. A traditional African American spiritual, it originated as a Christian hymn, but is often played by jazz bands. One of the most famous jazz recordings of it was made on May 13th, 1938, by Louis Armstrong and his orchestra. I mean, this seemed to be popular even in the 60s when I was a kid. Oh, that's sweet. We didn't have a wedding song, I don't think. We just had a good time. My dad was in a band, so he brought his band, and then people just started playing and singing. It was fun. It's like my stepson ended up joining the band and playing. Chris's ex girlfriend got up and was singing. Uh, one of his other friends was singing. It was fun. I'm trying to think what we danced to, if anything. Maybe Mustang Sally? I don't know. Every band's worst nightmare of a song. I guess it gets old to play. But yeah, my thing at the wedding was watching everybody else. I had such a good time. I kind of just sat back, watched everybody else. Uh, mm. Ain't nothing but a good time. Oh, yeah. There you go. There you go. I'm just trying to think if anything stood out. Chris would probably remember some song that was played before I would. But even our party, like our wedding, like the security guard came up to us and said, because it was a city venue and you had to hire a city cop to be there on patrol during your event. And of course, they had people that assigned to that duty. And so she had worked quite a few venues, but she asked me, she's like, "Do you mind if I bring my kids?" I'm like, "No, bring them, let them eat cake, let them do whatever, let them run around, have fun." I didn't care. And she was like, "That was the best wedding we've ever had here." It was such a good time. It was just I don't know, free for all. We had a good time. It was kind of casual, laid back. I mean, Chris wore a tux. I wore a dress. I think I put the picture in here. I think I have the picture right here, actually. This is us dancing. I think this is the only wedding picture of us I have. Look at Chris with the big old bushy mustache. Isn't that funny? Yeah, it was during Woodstock. Chris wasn't even a thought yet. Hmm. This is a cemetery in Savannah. You ever saw the movie Midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil? This is this is where Williams is buried. Billy's buried across in the cheap thing. It's Eiffel Tower. Japanese Gardens. I think that's in is that in Oregon? Maybe. Fountain, Savannah. St. Martin. That's Chris. That was his best beach experience ever. Because we had servers and they came and we ordered I travel with a collapsible cooler on international flights sometimes. And so we would just go to the store and buy wine and beer and put it in the cooler. And then there they would ask us, they would come and take your food order. So we had shrimp on the beach. Chris thought that was the best vacation, the best moment ever in his life. Eating shrimp on the beach and having it served to you. He loved that. He loved that. All right. A traditional African American spiritual that originated as Christian hymn. It's often played by jazz bands. Think New Orleans. Think almost any. I think it's probably a staple in all New Orleans funerals. And one of the most famous jazz recordings was made famous by Louis Armstrong. Oh, pardon me, y'all. That would be When the Saints Go Marching In. Now, I thought that Mahalia Jackson had also done that on her Newport Jazz Festival album, but she did not. Live at Newport Jazz Festival, 1958. That was not on there. I know she had Joshua Fit the Battle of Jericho. He's got the whole world in his hand, his eyes on the sparrow. And then my favorite song off that whole album was Joshua Fit the Battle of Jericho. Josh Fit the Battle of Jericho, Jericho, Jericho. Josh Fit the Battle of Jericho, and the walls come tumbling down. The Saints. Yeah, the Saints are the Falcons' biggest rival. I think the Falcons beat the Saints this year somehow. Somehow. I don't even know who's in the playoffs now. We have the Broncos. We have who else? It's the Rams, the Patriots, the Broncos, and the Seahawks. Wow. And that'll be fun. That'll be fun. So good. Get a little bit of a different game going this year. Although, the Patriots have won a lot. I'd like to see somebody other than the Patriots there. But hey, Brook Trout, how's it going? I saw you messing with that owl. Does he just live in that shed you've got down there? You and Mike are neighbors. Both Floridians. I don't know which team I'm going to go with. Of those, I would probably like to see. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe the Rams. I mean, I lived in LA. That's the only reason I would pick the Rams. And from living in LA, I was a Oakland Raiders fan, actually. Back in the 80s. One of my coworkers, his brother played on the Oakland team. So, and then he worked across the street. He lived across the street. So we'd watch the game over at his house on the weekends. He was living in a rolled up carpet in the corner of your porch. Oh my. I guess he was happy there. Did you put it back so he can continue living there, or did you flush him out? That poor baby. That's probably what Susanna Banana had. Did he have stuff hanging from the carpet too? Did he have like moss and pine straw and stuff hanging there, kind of blocking it up? Just curious, because I've seen some kind of owl thing in Florida. And the arborist was not even able to identify what was living in this tree. That was a cool. I can't believe how close you got. I have some pictures of Chris with a screech owl, but that screech owl didn't make it. It was a rescue. We found him. I think he fell out and got a concussion, but I did get it to a professional rescuer. Yeah. Bimbo Barbarella had owls that hung outside of her office area. Sometimes when she'd go live, you could hear them hooting. And whenever I was over there spending time with her and Cat Daddy, they would hoot. Oh, nice. I wouldn't mind having an owl house and a bat house and a couple of things like that. All right, number 15. Despite the band's potential, this bad English song became their only major hit, leading to their one-hit wonder status. The song was featured in the 2007 romantic comedy Sydney White. I need to see how to make an owl house. I mean, I know it's a just a box. I need to see how big the hole has to be. And I may have enough wood I can make one myself. I've been buying the cedar bird houses, the bluebird houses, but they say to keep those like 50 feet away from each other. And they like to face east. I have two up front, and then I'll probably put a couple in my, once I get the outside big garden done, I'll probably put two on opposite ends because it's going to be 100 feet. And then I should probably put another one back in the orchard somewhere. Oh, cool. Cool, Brooke. Number 15. Despite the band's potential, this bad English song became their only major hit, leading to their one hit wonder status. The song was featured in the 2007 romantic comedy Sydney White. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Cool, Brooke. Is it on your channel? All right, number 15. Despite the band's potential, this bad English song is When I See You Smile. When I see you smile. Oh, yeah. Definitely put it up. See if you can find it. Put it up on your channel. Definitely. All right. Number 16, marked as the second contribution from David Bowie to a film based on Raymond Briggs' book, this song is also the film's title. Number 16, marked as the second contribution from David Bowie's to a film based on Raymond Briggs' book. This song is also the film title. I don't even know why. It is also the final track from Iron Maiden's The Final Frontier. So I guess it was just used in a David Bowie um, hmm. Actually, I think I screwed up this question. And I thought I had it right. Okay, let me do this over. Let me do a do-over. All right. This song by Iron Maiden is about an elderly couple who decides to build an underground shelter, fearing a nuclear war. Coming soon to a YouTube channel near you. I think there are probably already some prepper channels that do that. So this would be an Iron Maiden song that was based on a elderly couple who built a shelter to protect themselves from a nuclear catastrophe. All right, that would be When the Wild Wind Blows by Iron Maiden. Number 17, this song by Garbage from the album version 2.0 is on the soundtrack of Adam Sandler comedy film Big Daddy. The song is also featured extensively in the 5th and final season of Warehouse 13. Number 17, the song by Garbage from the album version 2.0 is on the soundtrack of Adam Sandler's comedy Big Daddy. It's also featured extensively in the 5th and final season of Warehouse 13. All right, that would be When I Grow Up by Garbage. Number 18, first recorded by Kansas Joe McCoy and Memphis Minnie in 1929. The lyrics reflect experiences during the upheaval caused by the Great Mississippi Flood of 1927. And a more popular version was recorded by Led Zeppelin. Big Brother, not in 1984 either. That was the other question. It was 2 questions ago, right? Number 18, first recorded by Kansas Joe McCoy and Memphis Minnie in 1929 and made popular by Led Zeppelin. This song was all about the Mississippi floods of 1927. I think there's an art auction coming up with some photographs from the Great Mississippi Flood. Recently looked at it. It's amazing what you see at old auction sites. New auction sites selling old stuff, I should say. Number 18, first recorded by Kansas Joe McCoy and Memphis Minnie in 1929. The lyric reflects experiences during the upheaval caused by the Great Mississippi Flood of 1927. Led Zeppelin recorded a more popular, version of the song, and that would be When the Levee Breaks. When the Levee Breaks. Mm-hmm. Number 19. In 1994, it became sixth. Yeah, Bert Trout, you're a little late with that answer. Oh, darn it. Number 19. In 1994, it became Sting's only solo to reach top 10 hit in his native UK. But it reached top 40 in 5 other countries. It's interesting that Sting never had a solo career hit. Oh, my finger's killing me right now. Number 19. In 1994, it became Sting's only solo to reach top 10 hit in his native UK and reached top 40 in 5 other countries. This was in 1994. I can't think back that far. I can't think back yesterday. That would be Sting's When We Dance. All right, number 20. It was Joe Cocker's final U.S. top 40 hit, peaking at number 11. The song was featured in 1989 Tom Selleck film An Innocent Man. Mm-hmm. So my only plan, I guess, this weekend is to get out in the rain, get the plants protected. I'm going to try and get out tomorrow and get some stuff done. I mean, I've just been so slammed lately. I feel like I'm behind on everything. The good thing is I have nothing from 2026 that I need to edit. But I still have a ton of stuff from second quarter 2025, third quarter, fourth quarter that I need to edit. So I got stuff coming, y'all. Even some Florida stuff. I did film some Florida stuff. I don't know when I'll do that. But I told you about that park, right? Plath Park or whatever it was. Mike. It's a really nice park. And what I loved about it were like it was planned perfectly. You had the trails, and then you'd have seats. Where they placed the seats were just the most beautiful scenic view on the little river up there. It was just very well planned, very well laid out. Yeah, mine's because it's infected. You missed it. I had to go to like ER, like the urgent care. So I think I was getting a fever, and I wasn't waking. I was throbbing and waking up, and it was so dang sore. So I have some antibiotics, and I have an antibiotic cream, so I should do okay. But it's hard not to move the sucker. I know that's the best thing to do is not move it. But it's my index finger. I got to do it. So Joe Cocker's final top 40 hit, peaking at number 11. The song was featured in 1989 Tom Selleck film An Innocent Man. The song would be When the Night Comes. When the Night Comes. Number 20. All right. And then we have number 21. Final question. Mike is in the lead. He's the only one with any points. Good job, Mike. You're doing great. I think you can pull this one out. I think so. I think you've got this one in the bag, Mike. Number 21. It served as the theme song for the 1986 film The Jewel of the Nile, the sequel to Romancing the Stone. Now, I wouldn't have associated this song with this movie. I never saw the sequel. I saw the first one because I had a little brother, a little stepbrother. He was obsessed with the whole Indiana Jones thing. How old was he? Four or five, totally obsessed with it. And sticks Mr. Roboto. I don't know why. But the child was a trip. It was fun having him as a little brother. Number 21. It served as a theme song for the 1986 film Jewel of the Nile, which was the sequence to Romancing the Stone. And that would be When the Going Gets Tough, the Tough Get Going. Oh, golly. Oh, I'm going to bore myself with this game. And now, congratulations, Mike. You're tonight's winner. Woohoo! All right. And let's see. What did you get? You got? Oh, where is it? I moved it. And now I can't find it. Mike, just for you. This is pretty special. I think you'll really like it. Now, if you want, like, we can keep it secret or we can open it up. So here we go, Mike. Here you go. You get the fortune cookie from Panda Express. You get the leftover fortune cookie tonight. Oh, not good at all, brook trout. Ooh, gross. Especially when you're dealing with rat stuff. Disgusting. So, Mike, you just need to let me know. Do you want us to open it and read it? Or do you want me to just like keep it whole as is? Now, the interesting thing about fortune cookies, if y'all didn't know, they're so much more fun. Like, you know how it says, good things will come to you soon, or you know, you'll be coming into money, or any of the things that a fortune cookie says, right? So the best way to make a fortune cookie more fun is to end whatever your fortune is with in bed. Now, that came from a movie or a comedian. I don't know who. But we can remember, I'm going to look it up. I think that came from a comedian or something that said to do that. Bridal showers. I guess it was played a lot in bridal showers. Dating back at least as far as 2007. No way. It was way before that. It was before that. It was in the 90s. It was in the 90s. Because how do I know? It's because when Chris and I got married, it was something we both did. So we must have both seen this thing elsewhere, and then I applied it. Yeah, that's not good, Brook Trout. You gotta move your hand before you start screwing down. I showed the picture of mine earlier. It doesn't look. Ow. It hurts just to like nub it just hurts. I have a high pain tolerance too. But I reached down in my purse and I thought I was just tearing the skin off is how it felt. Just because it's so sore. Here, let's see. All right. That's my finger. That's how red and stuff it is. But they said there's no pustules, so they couldn't pop the pressure off, and it hurts so bad. It's so swollen. But there are my two fingers. You can see like this one is double. It's double the size of the other. Almost. So it's pretty painful right now. But I thought they were going to give me a shot. But I'm on 10 days of antibiotic and then an antibiotic cream. And I've even been putting, which is crazy because I was like, oh, I just wonder if I put, what is that? The antibiotic cream, Neosporin. I've been putting Neosporin on it for like 2 days. And it did nothing. It just got worse. So I figured it was time. It's time to get it taken care of properly. And I went at a good time. The kids were still in school. So I was in and out of there. I think there was only one other patient before me. So it was quiet. All right. So I think that's going to end the night. Lulu, who's going live tonight? Lulu, are you? I know Simple Happy Life will probably be live tonight. Y'all hit that thumbs up. I'd appreciate it. Mark Kropka, are you going live? Who's going live tonight? Who's going live? Who is going live? Any takers? Any takers? You're doing yours 1 or 2. I'm going to be in bed, I hope, getting some sleep. I hope I am. I need some sleep. All right. Could be maybe. I know, it's my life these days, Mark. Could be maybe. After my doctor appointment and stuff, I came home and napped for like 2 hours. Hard. So, I don't know. I think Lulu's talked me into being bad. Like, I always feel bad about like eating out, but Wednesdays, I think we're going to just start picking up like frozen dinner or pick something up because I'm just tired these days. I've got so much to do. But so much. So, this is my dilemma too now. Like, I know I have a lot to do. I have a lot on my plate. I have a lot of videos to get out. But even if I put out 1 video a day, I'm going to have videos up until whenever. And then, but I still have a trip I need to take out west. Maybe 2 trips out west. Like this, let me wait till after March. Wait till after March and go out west is what I'll do. I think I should stay home when the weather's crappy. Although going to Florida is a big temptation. I was saying that earlier. Like, because it's supposed to get down to -1, -11, my temptation is to just run down to Florida and stay there for a week. But if we lose power or anything like that, I'm going to have to cook and all that for Chris. So, but I need to go because I also need to check and make sure I've got enough charcoal in case we do lose power so I can cook. I mean, I have regular wood, but I usually use that lump charcoal stuff. So, I can't wait to see you. Lulu's always cooking. So that's going to be Lulu's thing, man, is her cooking. So even Jose made a comment on one of my videos today, Lulu, talking about your cooking. He said between you and me, he's never going to have to look for another recipe again. He won't ever get bored. So we're doing a good job, Lulu. Doing what we can to make America eat well again and eat at home and eat healthy and eat economically. It's easy to do, you know. The only thing I'm trying this year, I'm not much of a baker. I don't do pastry, bread, stuff like that too much. That's an awful rare thing for me to do. It's not my thing. I like stovetop cooking. I like stovetop cooking even better than oven cooking. But I have switched to all 100% whole wheat. I have 0 white flour in my house anymore. So I'm going to try that and see how it goes. But I will say that banana bread recipe that I made with the whole wheat flour was incredible. It was so moist. It was one of the best breads I've made in a long time. It was perfect. I have my birthday coming up. I may bake something for my birthday. I may make a rum cake because I haven't had a rum cake in a long time. And somebody mentioned it, and then I gave her my recipe for it. And so now it was in my face. So now it'll be in the back of my mind that I want to do that for my birthday. And then when did I do one year? I did those what was that viral apple crescent dumplings that you put the Mountain Dew in? They were pretty dang good, but oh my gosh, they were so fattening and so bad. So like I said, I don't know what I'll do. I have no idea. But the rum cake is closest to my favorite ever dessert of all time. The French baba rum. It's just a cake, a spongy cake, and it absorbs the rum like a sugary syrup rum, and then you put whipped cream in it. It's just really good. February 18th. February 18th is my birthday. February. Coming up. Coming right for me. I'll be the big 6'3". I can't believe I'll be 67. It just blows my mind. But I will say one thing that is true. They say you age quite a bit. Like when you hit 60, that is true. That is true. You start really feeling it in your bones and your body and your face and everything. Like I didn't have the lip wrinkles until I hit 60. I think 61 they came along. But yeah. 67. I know. I don't look a day over 90, do I? Oh gosh. That's what sin and debauchery will do to you. It'll age you by 25 years. Dang, you're young, Brooke. Dang, you're still in your 50s. Because that's like, dang, where does he get all that energy? That's why. That's why. Yep. Yeah. Chris is still younger than all of us. Oh gosh. I'll go kick him. He's only 54. Only 54. So I don't know what I'm doing. I think I'm just laying low this birthday. Last year we went to South Georgia, but it was supposed to be like 71. I was like, yeah, it'll be nice to get away from the cold up here in the north area. We went down there and it was cold and wet and rainy. We still had a great time though. I know Brooke's just a baby. Just a baby. Are you retiring at 62, Brooke? That's because you're always crawling under houses, dealing with pests and vermin and vipers. It's a rough job. But I say the trades are amazing for employment. Some of them are a little easier to age with than others. Plumbing and electricity, not easy. Drywall, not easy. I don't know. Electrical might not be so bad because a lot of that stuff, once it's already fed through once, it's just, you know, fishing it through. Yeah, that's the thing. The crawling stuff, it is brutal. Absolutely, I couldn't do it. But I think like working construction and doing that stuff is why my body's racked with pain the way it is. I really do. It's hard work. Hard work. But the trades are good money and steady work. That's the thing about a trade job, you know? And even like, but even if I had gone into, say, soldering, those environments aren't very comfortable either. They're all sterile. You have to work in this like little tank if you're soldering individual circuits and stuff. And then you're usually on a hard concrete floor, you know. It isn't easy. Like factory work, trade work, none of it's easy. So, Brooke, did you ever have your own business, or is this not for you? Because I know my like our plumber. It's like, you taking a vacation yet? Nope. You gotta take a vacation, dude. He's like, I have a pool. I can't even enjoy my pool because he was a single guy, and yeah, he worked hard, but he was always like he would call me. You know, I'd call him and say, hey, I have this. If you could do this for me, and I'd say, no hurry, just whenever you have time, just come over and do it. He'd call me at like 6 o'clock on a Saturday night. Hey, what y'all doing? Thought I'd come over and maybe replace that faucet or change out that water heater, whatever he was doing. I think that way he could also get a dinner. That was the deal. That's the way to work it. Hmm. Yeah, yeah. I don't know. You'll probably be get some side jobs when you move though. If you retire and go to the UP, do you think you really will do that? And for me, it'd be too cold. I wouldn't want to be up there in the winter, especially as an older person. If you have an emergency in the winter up there, trying to get you'd have to be life flighted somewhere to get care. It's the only thing about living up there. Are we still playing? No, we're done, Mark. Hike with Mike won. He won the fortune cookie. And that's awesome because he's had a rough week. He won a fortune cookie. That was the game tonight. Are you ready to go live, Mark? We're just sitting here shooting the poo. But I need to go. I need to go. I need to get some sleep. I need to, what was the other thing I need? I need to make sure we have charcoal before the storm comes and before it's all bought up. Oh yeah. There you go, brook trout. That's all you need. Oh yeah. I was in scouts. I'm always prepared. I remember I won fire starter. I won a blue ribbon for fire starting. That's why I have a little this is one of those little manganese fire starters. Yeah. That always it cracks me up when people are talking about like they'll have like a briquette starter and they're starting it with a regular lighter, but for survival. But I would probably use my little starter instead, just to conserve the other stuff. But what I do need is I needed to get like our fireplace checked. But I know the couple that lived here, their last night here, even though it was summer, they slept in the living room and had a fire their last night here. So I'm assuming the fireplace works fine. And we've not burned in it since we've been here. And I guess birds could be building up there, but we would hear them generally. So yeah, I'm always prepared. I have stuff like I do manual stuff. I don't like use electric can openers or any of that stuff. So I'm always ready, Freddy. And FEMA has a checklist, y'all. Look on FEMA.org. They have a great checklist for emergency preparedness, and everybody should have everything on the list to be ready for any event that could happen. So, and that's not just when it's going to rain heavy or snow heavy. You should review that like once a year. It's a good idea. And I think they have a list for your car and your home. So there you go, folks. I hope everybody has a great week. What do I have coming up? I have a couple videos, I think, already edited. Oh, yeah, I have a silly me. So Saturday, I won't be putting out a garden video because I will be doing a live interview at the Source on Saturday at 4 o'clock Eastern. And let me put his link here. And if you're wanting to grow your channel, the Source is the content creators content provider. So he gets out there, he will help boost your channel, get the word out there about your channel. That's the purpose of my interview coming up. And I'm kind of nervous. I'm kind of chill. I don't know why I'm nervous at this point. I've already done a Q&A. So, I know he does his research. I do know that. He's been watching a lot of my videos doing the research for the interview, which is crazy in itself. So that's been very helpful to my channel. So I do appreciate that. So, oh yeah, I'll keep you up all night, Brooke. Y'all are so bad. But I do have that Saturday video, and I do have a garden video coming up. When did I schedule that? I think I scheduled that for Sunday or Friday. Anyway, I got stuff for you to watch. And it's coming. And we still haven't seen everything in Wisconsin. We're going to go to the Dells, the Eau Claire Dells. We're going to do that. I think we have another dinner. Oh, we had a fabulous steak dinner in Wisconsin, there in Wausau. And then we're going to go over to Minneapolis and we're going to have some really great food. We're going to go to, and the only reason we went to Minnesota was for the food. Why not? We went to a Burmese restaurant because I love fermented tea salad. Burmese fermented tea salad is amazing. And they had it on the menu. So we went over to Minnesota, had that. And then we went to a Nepalese restaurant, which I'd never been to. Similar to India, but different. So that was very enjoyable. But we really enjoy both Northern and Southern Indian food in this house. So being able to try the Nepalese food was really amazing. And the host was so sweet. I mean, it was just the greatest couple. And it was pretty empty, but a lot of people were getting takeout. And then after we do that, after we finish Minnesota, and then of course the hotel we stayed in there, what are we doing? We're going on a long drive through a bunch of cornfields thanks to Google. And I really did love that. Google didn't take us on the interstate much. Once we hit cross the Mackinac Bridge, we didn't see interstates. We saw a little bit in Minneapolis. And then it had us immediately right back in cornfield. And then we'll have a stop at a Amish farm. And then we'll be in Cedar Rapids and we'll be seeing Honor. That was so much fun. So, and then we'll head back home with a stopover in Kentucky. So we'll have a hotel and dinner there to show you. But yeah, we have a lot of stuff coming up still. And then everything we did after that needs to be edited too. So all that craziness. So we've got lots going on. But y'all check out the Soars, check out Kropka. Y'all, I think, are all subbed to each other. So, but I appreciate it. Love y'all very much. Take care. And hey, Lulu. Hey, Lulu, I hope you get some friends tonight. I do. That would be really awesome. So if y'all want to feel sorry for Feel Good Cooking and More, go check out her channel. That's right. She works at night. Making them dollars. She'll holler for $1. All right, y'all. Love you very much. Be good. And don't let her keep you up too late, Brooke Trout. Get some sleep. Love y'all very much. See you later. Bye.